It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Patriots field-stretching tight end. He just crossed the century mark last week with 103 yards. It's the Patriots and the Bills, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the return, Deontay Hardy. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Then we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Into the air right away is Allen. And this one too low. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. And that's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Jones on the return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots, led by Bailey Zappi at quarterback in his 2nd season now out of Western Kentucky.
For the month of October, Zappi was the king of New England. The 4th-round rookie filled in for an injured Mac Jones and won both of his starts, leading many to believe he was the best option going forward. Now that he's getting a chance here, he has to take advantage.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face.
Zappi in trouble, and he's going down. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Zappi on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Patriots at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the fake, Zappi. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Zappi. Over the middle, held in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Folk's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now Hardy on the return, taking it about the 1. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Allen. Oh, he stays up, eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Zappi's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. Completion good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and short, going with a tight end. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Zappi, he wants to change it up. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Zappi off play action. His throw incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd and short to give it a tight end. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The play fake, and now here's Zappi. Got a man here, it's Bryant. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills going to take over again on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This a quick pass to Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Throwing now is Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2nd down and 5. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now Allen again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown reception. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. Going play action here with Zappi. Bryant with a catch right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. Looking outside him, he's got a man. That's Bryant. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Inside give to Elliott. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, Elliott once more. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Zappi to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Zappi throwing again here on second down. And hitting Juju on the slam. So we pause for an injured player, and now what you want to see, Juju Smith-Schuster is in some pain out there. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Zappi now on 2nd down. A throw to Parker, complete on the slant. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Caught right side, Davis. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Oh, the return is Jones. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Patriots coming out now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, here's Zappi. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his man, Thornton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. First and 10, Zappi. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way. Offense moving quickly to the line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And again, it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down is Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, They kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Bills ready to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. To throw, it's Allen. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Shakes off the sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And that is caught. It's Davis. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Allen now on first down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England's offense set to go. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because you know they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for the Pats, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.